the voyage towards the Erebus platform continues. And actually the voyage towards a dreadnought available and to getting enough dosh to buy it continues. The charts tell you that many of the system here have been and continue to be heavily contested. Alright, the same thing as usual. I would like to a little bit more variation to this lore text. This might be the case that there is, and I just ran into the second familiar sounding, I guess. Familiar sounding area. Right. So we have. I think I'm gonna take this route here. It's gonna raise the danger level by 5 points, if I count correctly. And this contains the most named sectors. I'm gonna forgo this flight base here, as I still don't have enough resources or credits actually to buy anything. Many Akari lost their lives here. The Akari defenses in the system collapsed as the Othani overran them only a few cycles ago. I guess this is the sci-fi thing to say. Gotta have an original name for year or decade, who knows. Well, that's just flavor. I do like me some flavor. The 110th Intercept Squadron is currently in layover in the system, carrying out maintenance and repairs. When your fleet arrives, you are contacted by Squadron Leader Dezinik. Greetings, War Leader. It's an honor to finally meet you. Our repairs are progressing well, but recent losses mean we have more spare parts than expected. Perhaps your fleet could use some of our attachments. Let's see if they have anything better than we have. Oh, interesting. It's a breach beam, a beam that does heavy damage to hull, but minor damage to shields. That is actually very, very interesting. We could use our Lancer in tandem with a Pulsar. And then just with a little bit of more micro, we could speed up taking out the weakened shieldless enemies. I like the sound of that. Right, so we have a little bit of shield regeneration also. I could put that on the assault, as I am quite okay with losing a little bit of damage to maybe. I don't know. So we have a hull repair attachment also caught my attention here. Right, and we have a straight upgrade to our overcharger. I'm gonna try and I'm gonna put this breach beam on our pulsar just to make it more offensively useful. Offensively useful? Useful in offense, I guess. Sequence of words has meaning. Right, let's go up and let's see if we can raise some more money. You arrive at a fortified port close to the Orthan occupied space. Port Tranis. I almost wanted to say Tyrannis, but this is not this. This is not this trope. It is a lawless space inhabited by those without honor. However, we have to pass through this area if we are to intercept the Erebus platform. Contact Akari High Command regarding any standing orders for this system. Let's do that. A secure Visicom channel, the Akari Jahun, for this sector regards you with an imperious look. There's a secure Visicom channel, the Akari Jahan, for this sector regards you with an imperious look. What? I think they accidentally a part of the sentence here. I'm not quite sure what's happening. She's a young woman with almost white blonde hair. There's a lot of women here. I'm not saying it's a bad thing. It's like it seems like they're coming out of the way to present most of the NPCs as women. Well, actually, in the intro we had also what looked like a woman character. Maybe the Akari are matriarchal. Who knows? That's actually quite interesting. Attractive for her clan, you suppose. Yes, war leader? You are at Elgani port in the sector, Jahun. How may we assist? We're aware of the vital importance of your ongoing mission, but we have precious few ships in the sector after the destruction of the Jakal Armada at Tartarus. Okay, so we avoided one, maybe not trope, but often found name, and we ran just into a Tartarus. I'm awaiting a Leviathan or a Sathanas or something like that coming out. Maybe some Ares? No, Ares? I don't know. The Greek god of war emerging. Capturing this port would shorten the supply route for the Akari forces in deep space, allowing us to push on towards the vitally important core regions. Okay. Well, let's move to capture the port immediately. She gives you a perfunctory nod that reflects her military heritage. Excellent. I look forward to the report of your success. And the Visicom link winks out. Let's capture the fortified port. Sounds like we're gonna be a little bit cautious about not triggering too many enemies here. So let's just be mindful about where we've already been, and if we can just retreat there. Okay, we have 3 seconds to for this guy to replenish shields. Let's try to just push as much as we can into him. There we go. 1 second. Nope. Unfortunately, we have a little bit of a problem here. Right, let's make a shield pulse here. Just try to take him out. Very nice. We are in a field of increased enemy drone fire, but I think we can destroy him in time. Okay, let's shift the assault to the second one. Make sure the pulsar targets this one, and let's wait for the pulse or for the lance to go back online. Very nice. Let's make sure our pulsar is pummeling this guy. Maybe move him back a little bit, as he seems to be primarily targeted here. Real nice. I'm gonna be a little patient. Try to replenish our shield, so not fly as quick as possible, and to come into battle with enough shields to be able to respond to any danger here. It looks like we can capture this dockyard easy enough. Alright, it's quite fast, quite nice. There we go, we have another assault. And he is well in a range. But hang on, I'm gonna move out of the way a little bit. The usual. Weaken his shield. And once his shields are done, I'm gonna stop the pulsar, make him attack it as much as possible. Very nice. Nice and easy, but only minor damage to our very fast, very swiftly recharging shields on our assault. Do a little bit of a pincer attack here. Actually, move the Lancer out of the way. He seems to be primarily targeted. Yeah, I really like the increase in DPS of our pulsar once we installed the hull breaching weapons on him. Breaching? Breaching. Gotta watch out for my long vowels. I'm catching myself listening in post to the way I'm pronouncing some words, and it's it's quite funny at times. I guess that's the flavor I bring to YouTube. My all over the place accent. Right. The second dockyard has been captured, and it seems like we have a carrier already. Let's move our ships in just as much as we need. Let's shift the pulsar to attack this shieldless guy here. Let's try to take out this this carrier first. Whoop! We have some mines on the way, so let's try not to run into them. And again, let's shift the pulsar to attack this carrier. Whoops! I need to move away from these lancers back there, as the pulsar is getting heavily damaged. Oops. And also, let's try not to run into these mines here. So actually, let's move back down. Get this gunship out of the way. And that worked reasonably well. Let's stop our pulsar here. Let's wait for our energy to go back up, repair our hulls a little bit. This is the only way to repair the hulls, unless you have, of course, the passive regen attachment on your ship. Alright, we had just a little bit of a hairy situation there. I left my pulsar undefended against two lancers, and that was that. Fortunately, I caught it well in advance, so when you lose a ship, when you only lose it once per battle, and then you can it gets a critical damage is dealt to him, and then several different well, debuffs may be applied from getting critical damage. You can repair that, but it's quite pricey. And of course you have to run into a shop. Right. Seems like we have captured what we needed to capture, but there's still some enemies hanging around. Oops, and there is, looks like there is a tech ship right above us. So let's see if I can land him already. I can, and I will. I suppose I should be able to destroy this little guy here fast enough. Although it looks like the pulsar is not that good against a moving enemy. I guess it's better used against bigger stationary enemies. Right, and there's still seem to be more enemies on the map. There we go. So we're gonna destroy that lancer. And next order of business will be destroying that pulsar, or that rogue actually. Right, actually this pulsar is already helping out this both of these two ships there. So actually let's reprioritize, let's destroy the pulsar if we can first. Right, that is very nice. Let's make sure the pulsar also targets the shieldless enemy here. We have another one coming from up above. First thing, let's destroy this rogue here, so we're not left defenseless. We are getting pummeled on our lancer. I'm gonna escape well behind. Hopefully shake off the enemy aggro. Very nice, very nice. That should do the trick. That was a little bit close there. I gotta watch out for my lancer being stationary. I got a whole bunch of credits and one additional resource, so I'm happy about that. And we are running low on resource. Once we hit 0, we're gonna get +2 on a danger level per jump, and also there's gonna be an increased chance for, well, worse outcomes in the sectors. So let's see. Right, so an Elgani ship is broadcasting a subspace hail. Unfortunately, we have some radiation interference there. Now we have a stop-off point for the deserters. I'm not entirely sure I want to hit those two. This sounds like there's gonna be a battle here and here. Although, let's see if we can. I have never encountered this ship before. Maybe he will. If we defend him or something, he will join us or give us some good resources. Right, so Algani cargo scow has been parked in orbit around the planetoid here. Oh, okay. So we have a black market supply. So that was actually the that guy. So yeah, actually let's buy 2 supplies. I do not want to waste a ship or risk additional damage for upping the danger level unnecessarily. Now that the Erebus platform is approaching AOS, increasing numbers of deserting Akari are selling their war gear here to the highest bidder. Well, I guess most Akari I will like, but there are some who are realists. We're gonna have Homeworld destroyed, so let's pack up, sell our gear, and become nomads. Okay, it's gonna be in the second game, isn't it? Nomadic tribe across the galaxy. Rings and the bells. Alright. And then we can only repair a critical damage here, so that was a whole bunch of nothing. I could go for a detour here, but instead I'm gonna just go for the exit as I'm again low on supplies. So I wanna preserve as many of them as possible. Alright, and that was the 3rd sector. Not very much happened here, but we'll see. We are approaching the final sector, and we are going quite bad on both supplies and credits. Fortunately, we're gonna encounter 2 Akari controlled sectors, so I think there's gonna be a little less danger approaching there. So with that in mind, being hopeful, see you next time. We're gonna jump to the 4th sector.